me make this video for y'all real quick. This is the stock market, okay? Before I show you the stock market, because I've been posting that it's gonna go down, and then it went down, and then it went back up, and then it's like, oh, see, it didn't. We're not going down, and then it went down more. I'm like, told you so. And now we're all the way up here, and it looks like we're about to make a new high on top of that. Okay, I want to show you something, right? Let me show you something on Bitcoin. Please don't get confused on anything. I really try my best to make things super simple. But like, look at Bitcoin. I actually remember this, right? You see this double top? There's like a boom and boom, basically right here, top and then double top. I actually remember because for Bitcoin, I didn't sell all at once. I was basically DCAing out. So I believe the first time was around right here. It was something like this. I remember there's a top, double top, and I was like, okay, that's not good, right? And for me, I always sell a bit early, all right? Because right after I sell, there's like usually some pump or whatever, but sold and then it came down, or even maybe sold here, right? The point is, it looked like, okay, I was right, okay? Especially, by the way, especially because this candle went so, I'm not gonna talk about the reasons, but the point is, right after selling, look what happened. It started to go back up into that range, and it looks like I was wrong. Oh, look, we're, V-shaped recovery, right? And then, boom, made a completely new high. A completely new high, right? And then everybody's bullish, but guess what? Nah, right? And then it really actually looked like I was right. Yeah, I was, okay? But the point is, this whole time, it's been like months, right? But what happened is that, yes, I was risking that, 8% profit. I didn't get that extra 8% profit, but my reward is I didn't have to suffer all of this downturn. So same thing for NASDAQ. And by the way, for Bitcoin, I want to show you one more thing, and then I'll get to the stock market. I'll do whatever, bro. I'm just doing this real quick, but I actually have to go, I think, on the monthly for it to make sense. But the point is, like, we just rejected off the same line, right? When we went up again, it was still the same resistance level. So if you look at the NASDAQ, okay, if you look at the NASDAQ, let's just do monthly. Okay, we've been basically respecting this area right here, and then boom, 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 boom. So this is where we're at, okay? We're here and rejecting. Yes, it is going higher, but not that much higher. It really is not going that much higher. So I think I was posting like to sell around like here, and then it went down and then up and down, and then this is where I was like, I told you so. And then guess what, like, it just came right back up. But this is the same thing that happened with Bitcoin, is it not? Yes, it came back up, but look, it's like, yes, it came back up. If you bought here, honestly, that was a good buy. Genuinely, that was a good buy. I actually thought it would probably reject here, or really here, this green line right here. I think it did for a little bit, but then it continued. Nonetheless, it can actually make a completely new high on an all new all-time high, and people are probably gonna get super bullish. But guess what? We still have that resistance right here. This is the real, like, yes, price wise this is all-time high, but actually this would be all-time high in terms of resistance. Like, it would need to get above this, bounce, and then go higher, and then I'm like, okay, cool. Honestly, I sold around here. I don't mind buying up. What is that? Buying freaking 8, like, even if it's 8% more expensive, that's not that, it's like, okay. But guess what, I'm saving myself from, what was that previous dump? I'm risking an 8% profit versus dumping 25%, right? Versus dumping freaking 35%, dumping 30%, 22%. Like, that's what I'm trying to say, I guess, okay? But ooh, okay. Nonetheless, yeah, like I said, it could just sweep that, and then it comes down, and it could just do basically what Bitcoin did. Honestly, it really looks like Bitcoin is just leading the way. It's literally in a bear market. Bitcoin's literally in a bear market, just like it was right here. 2021. What was the top? 2021 November. November 21 was the top, and then it went down. Right. Let's look at the Nasdaq. November 21. November 21 was right here. But guess what? Nasdaq didn't go down right away. See, we said November 21, and then it dumped. Oh, November what? Let's see. November 8th. November 8th was the top, and then it just crashed right after. So November 8th. Oh man, I don't like making videos too long. November 8th, right? Was the top of Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin's bear market started right after. So here's November 8th, and then the next, like literally right afterwards, like it's still ranging. It crashed and went all the way back up, crashed, went all the way back up this whole time while Bitcoin is crashing down. And then it came down. So even January 3rd, it was still in the top. It was still in the top. January 3rd. I would say even January 10th. Where was Bitcoin at that time? January 10th. It was already down here. Look, it was already down here, 50%. Look where it's at right now. By the way, I didn't even look at any of this before, or this part. Like I'm just looking at it with you. Look, it's about 50%, and where are we at right now? I'm not saying that like yes, I could be wrong, but again, okay, if I'm wrong, what? Like this is what I'm trying to say. It's like it's about like the risk reward. I'm risking another 8% profit, dude. Like I'll just buy back in at that 8% if we are gonna go, above. We're breaking out of this resistance line that we've been in for ages, if we're breaking out of it, cool beans. But if not, I'll definitely be buying much lower. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Bro, like, look at that dump. Crazy type of dumps. Crazy. Actually, where was it? Oh, right here, actually. Look, it happened right here where we, it was like topish here, swept the highs, dumped, right? And then we came all the way back up to the same range. And not only that, but we made new highs, and we stayed there for like 3 months, it looks like, or 3 or 4 months. And then guess what? We still dumped. 17%. This is just the Nasdaq. Obviously, the stock market, the individual stocks are probably gonna get hurt a lot more. But yeah, man. Comment, like, subscribe on this threads post. Bye.